Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. We're about to go live in a few. Hit the like button, tune in. Going live in a few couple of minutes. Tune in, tune in. Thank you for tuning in, folks. Enjoy. Rational times. Enjoy.
Sometimes with the pressures of life, you need to blow off steam late at night. In a way that only a man can feel. Down at the man cave, sometimes it gets kinda hot. Quite hot. Down at the man cave, the walls are around to say, turn that thermostat off. It's my place, so I say it goes. But we like to keep it on the down low. Wouldn't want the word to get around. Cause most people wouldn't understand the real ways of a real man. Well, these days, we're a rare breed. Down in the man cave, sometimes it gets kinda hot and the shirts come off. Down at the man cave, the wives all around to tell us, put them back on. Late at night, early in the morning, every day, a different story at the man cave. The man cave. Another night, another day. So much time wasted away with a man cave. A real man like me, the Latino, living life like Evil Knievel. Wouldn't believe all the risks that we had to take. A real man that's proud and brave, just taking all the things he craves. And where he gets it from, well, there's just one place. Down at the man cave, sometimes it gets pretty hot, quite hot. Down at the man cave, the wives are around to say, well, turn that shit off. The man cave.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Friday, happy payday. Happy January the 7th, 2022. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? Good morning, Hope with Chili Recipe. Good morning,
Want
Lou
video
and Petty.
content to engage?
Last night I did a video. I had breaking news. I was at work yesterday, and someone messaged me and told me the news about what happened with Kirsten W. I played Kirsten W on the show before, back, I think it was during the summer. She was out here in Texas with the pigeons, so that's how I covered Kirsten. Yes, I made some jokes. I can't take that back, but it's just sad to hear the news. Good morning, Shake Sam. Good morning, Mysterious. Good morning, Hobo Chili Recipe. That's right. But it's touching up with what happened with Johnny Boston last year, and I've been kind of talking about this even last year's episode. Make YouTube videos, folks. You never know when your time comes, and that way you leave your legacy behind on YouTube. People can remember you on YouTube. The posts that you make. I don't know if you've seen. I've kind of been changing the show little by little, tweaking and just being a little bit more positive. Yes, bringing the news. I try not to curse. It's a morning show. It's a way of thank God that you're alive. Thank God you wake up every day. When I wake up, I pray. I'm like, thank you, God, for giving me another day before I fall asleep. God, if it's your will, I wake up tomorrow with another day. And that was the reason I started doing this morning show, because I'm thankful that I'm alive. There were times I thought I was gonna be dead, and I'm like, I got COVID. You get all those symptoms, and I've said this before. I refuse to go to any hospital. I'd rather just die in my apartment in front of my cat and let my cat feed on me until somebody finds me or whatever. But it just, the way things are right now, Hey, good morning, IT. Good morning, Rational Times. Check out Irrational Times. Link to his channel and the Man Cave video in the description. Check out Irrational Times. Show some love to Irrational Times. Talented young man right there. And shout out to the lovely assistant. Shout out to the whole the lovely assistant. But I don't want. I'm not gonna take too much time today. But I just want to remember Kirsten W. She was on in the morning. I kind of watched her before I started making some video here and there because it was like our early morning show, and then she goes live, then Dave Wade goes live. It gets competitive. So in the morning show, so I kind of started doing the shows in the morning. I haven't seen another YouTuber waking up this early to do videos. So I was like, you know what, let me take up the time slot. And I joked around with Kirsten. Oh my wow, she does a lot of videos, and it just sad with Kirsten. This was one of her videos that she did a few weeks ago. Yesterday, I played the one. I don't know if you guys remember her. This was Kirsten. So this was back on December 18th. So I started watching her because I guess she crossed paths with the pigeon. Hit that like button. So CW Connect. So she was really into health. She detoxed for health. So people say she was really into the health. I'll look into that. But that was Kirsten, ladies and gentlemen. She lived in Florida. She was going to New Year's Eve, a party on New Year's Eve, and she got sick. But she was sick before she went to Florida. I'll just play a quick video of her that she did on her channel before she went out there. So this was from her backup channel, Kirsten 2. I'll put the links to her channel in the description. All right, I'll put the links to the channel here, so you get to hear her a little bit.
The question is it legal? Biden signs a $2.5 trillion. This might be, I don't know. Maybe we're going to get the result that we wanted anyway. All right. Okay. So get over to my Instagram. I'm going to put it on the chat, and I'll do the real show there at 3:30 with Ricky Rebel. He will be there.
Ricky Rebel.
Instagram.
I have his
Kirsten,
video also.
And I will.
I'm not. I played. You can watch the video. The video I did last night.
It's a quick show today, but he made a video.
Remember Kirsten yesterday? I put some links together. I'll just play a little bit in case you didn't see the video last night, just to touch up on it. But Ricky Rebel also did a video. I think it was on his. And we covered Ricky Rebel also on this show too. You guys remember when I covered Ricky Rebel? When I covered Ricky Rebel was the reason I got this fan. So, we like to have fun, ladies and gentlemen. We like to have fun. But we also, want to remember people, Kirsten left a legacy behind on YouTube, Facebook, Telegram. I'm not good into sad stuff, folks. Honestly, I'm not. So that's why I'm pausing. I don't. You guys know I like to have fun. When it comes to things like this, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Sometimes I really don't say much. But I just want to. Catch up people and just remember she was patriot. She said some stuff. I did cover when she said Hillary Clinton was passed away, cannibalism. It was an article, I think, like last year. I did cover that. But it's one of the reasons I don't go to the hospital, ladies and gentlemen. I've said this before. I do not go to the hospital. And Ricky Rebel said it. I don't want to say it because I like my channel, but I'll let Ricky Rebel say it. And it's something that's on people's minds. So it's makes a good point. So I'll give him credit for it. So this is Ricky Rebel. I forgot the minute. I think it's in the 4-minute mark because he cries for like 4 minutes straight. It's kind of sad. Yeah, I'll show that video, 12 pack. I got that video.
So, yeah,
So at the 4-minute mark, I think.
she's my friend. You know, it's just so mysterious. to
Right here.
me.
Oh, my coffee.
It seems really mysterious to me. Like I don't feel like it doesn't seem right, you know? It doesn't seem like normal. They killed her. Yeah, killed her. Mysterious to me. Like I don't. It doesn't seem right, you know? It doesn't seem like normal. They killed her. It doesn't seem right, you know? It doesn't seem like normal. They killed her. Yeah, killed her. I know they.
So I'm just gonna add on to what he said. Ricky Rebel said, "I'm sorry for your loss, Ricky Rebel." He said they killed her. I'm not saying that, but what I'm gonna say is, me personally, if I'm sick, I wouldn't go to the hospital. This is me talking. And I said this. It has happened to me. You guys have seen me go live sick. I was sick last week, and I still did a show. I'm like, I'm still gonna put on a show. Sometimes you're sick and you can't do a show. It's okay. But I've been sick. Even I want to find those COVID episodes when I had COVID, and I still put on a show. I was like leaning here. Hey guys, it was one of the worst shows I did, but I still put on a show. Back in July when I had COVID, and I think I only took like 1 day off out of those days. But I had fevers and chills, and I refused to go to the hospital. I refuse. I played the videos with the doctors talking, saying, "Oh, if you come to my hospital unvaccinated, may God help you. Uh, maybe there's no beds for you. I won't take care of you." Those TikTok videos with the nurses, I'm gonna have to try to find them, and I'll play them on the next video. I couldn't find them this morning. But the doctor videos, remember that with the crazy liberal doctors? If you come to my doctor's office, you're not going to be taken care of. You should have thought about that when you should have gotten vaccinated. And they're saying all these crazy things, and I'm like, what if I go to a hospital? Oh, what's this guy's name? Robert. Oh, hey, is that? I'm not that famous, but you know. Oh, is that the legal Latino guy that doesn't like doctors and this and that? And he hates our president, Joe Biden? Put him on the ventilator. Put him on. So I refused to go to the hospital. Even in the beginning of the pandemic, when everybody was dying, they were dying when they put them on those ventilators. Remember that? And then they stopped using the ventilators. And some people in the chat said if she got ivermectin. So I'm gonna play Kirsten W's last live stream. This is her last live stream. Actually, this is her. This is her last live stream over here. I'm not watching a tennis match. I have two screens, ladies and gentlemen. So I have to kind of go back and forth. And that's one of the reasons you see me wearing the sunglasses, because my eyes goes like this. And I like to talk into the camera. So the sun is about to come up. I'm about to put on the Pit Viper soon. But this is the moment. So this is Kirsten's last live stream on December 28th. So this was her last live stream, December 28th. She was going to travel to LA for a party. Off the
Good
bat.
morning, Patriots. I'm still exhausted. Excuse me.
Hey, good morning, Original Burns.
Oh. Anyway, I won't be doing a video tomorrow because I'll be traveling.
Hey, good morning, Jose Quinones.
But I will do it on Thursday on CW Connect when it comes open. That was suspended for a whole week. Anyway, life goes on.
So you could hear.
All right.
You could hear her.
We have a lot of things that are going on. Well, not a lot. A few things that are going on. And yesterday I didn't get to talk about Dr. Fauci wanting to fire Jesse Waters, asking Fox to fire him. Who the hell is Dr. Fauci? I mean, he's a self-appointed whom? He's not even the boss of the NIH. He has a boss. Why doesn't his boss do something? I'm just really, really.
Teresa Galvin, Scott McKay are going to get the names of them doctors and nurses at the hospital. One of the nurses were heard saying, well, she wasn't vaccinated. Listen to Scott MK Jan 6 with Nino. Okay, I'll look for that right now. I'll have her playing in the background. Rest in peace, Kirsten W. You know, I don't want to do the conspiracy theories, but you know, I like to play the videos, and what's said on the video, we interpret the videos, we interpret the articles. That's how we go by, you know, YouTube guidelines. So playing by the rules, YouTube. So going by evidence, you can hear that she's very sick. This is September 28th. She was going out to
this
LA for Christmas, not Christmas, New Year's Eve party.
This is from Newsweek, about 900 National Guard members.
So I'll just skip around towards the end.
Yes, I've been doing that for 2 years. Thank you. But you're not supposed to mention that. Okay.
She lived in Florida. Are you taking hydrochloroquine? Prayers that you get well soon. She has a huge fan base. You know, the prayers, you know, prayers work.
Okay. All right.
This is her last seconds on live stream on YouTube.
Evergrande is pretty much done. I don't know why we keep on talking about Evergrande when it's pretty much done. Yeah. Okay.
This is where she signs off.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Kirsten.
Have a good day.
Rest in peace. So that was her last live stream right there, ladies and gentlemen. Back on December 28th, 2021.
All you do in your doll, whatever doll.
One more. I just wanted to show one more. I'm gonna look up that video, Scott McKay. I'll look that up. I'm gonna look that up. So this was her in the hospital. This is from her Telegram. She posted this. Kirsten W uncensored on her Telegram. So this is a very sad picture. She posted it herself. She went, and then her last post was on January 5th. January 5th, which was Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. No. On Wednesday. And she passed away yesterday on January 6th. So I did the January 6th episode yesterday. So she, on the bottom right here, sorry about that. On the bottom, let me take myself out. On the bottom, she writes, pray God takes me out of here soon. This is the last telegram that she did on January 5th. The redacted computer. Check out my live stream from yesterday. I talked about that pigeon yesterday on the live stream. I don't have time to play the pigeon today. This is more for I just want to catch up on what happened, the situation. I'm gonna check out the Scott McKay video. Let me see. Where is it on YouTube? Scott MK, January 6th, Nino. Is that like YouTube's? Scott MK, Nino. Let's see what happens here. Scott MK, Patriot Street Fighter, Roundtable with Nino. Speaking out of news, that's, or is it on Facebook? Scott MK fan. So Nino is Scott MK fan. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get a link. 'Cause I can't find it. I'll play that another day. I'll make another video on that one. So I'll check that one out though. I'll look for it. All right. So I got the Ricky Rebel. I played the kid. Let me close some of these windows. Feeling a little draft. So yeah, Kirsten W. Got her video. So rest in peace, Kirsten. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday we played live on Rumble. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna save. I'm gonna play that one another. I'm gonna play another one. I'm gonna play that another time because I don't know about Rumble and how to get there. And I'll check it out though. Thank you for that, Teresa Galvin. I'll check that out. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So yesterday I played a bit about Kamala Harris. We didn't play this part because we caught it towards the end where Kamala Harris was finishing up, and I was saying, and I gave her props. Remember, I kept saying, ladies and gentlemen, Kamala Harris sounds very, very presidential. She's coming off as very presidential here. She has some kind of poise. Comparing her to the old Kamalas. Comparing her to the old Kamala.
Certain dates echo throughout
yeah.
history, including dates that instantly remind all who have lived through them where they were and what they were doing
That's right.
when our democracy came under assault.
That's right.
Dates that occupy not only a place on our calendars,
That's right.
but a place in our collective memory.
That's right.
December 7th,
That's
1941.
Right. Oh.
September 11th,
Oh.
2001.
Oh.
And January 6th, 2021. On that day, I was not only vice president-elect, I was also a United States senator.
So you have her here. You have her. You have her here comparing it to Pearl Harbor, comparing it to 9/11, what happened on January 6th. A lot of people don't really care about January 6th. Normal people don't care about January 6th. They want to call, like Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz calls it a terrorist attack. I don't know why he did that, but he called it a terrorist attack. There was nothing terrorist attacked here. And they're really trying to incite this January. They're trying to build it up. They're trying to get people emotional. People don't care about January 6th. It's Three Kings Day. And as of yesterday, we found out it's Kirsten W Day then. She does the bounce, right?
And I was here at the Capitol that morning at a classified hearing with fellow members of the Senate Intelligence Committee.
See what they're doing is, right? They're trying to make us into victims. That's what they do. They play with emotions. These Democrats, right? They play with the emotion. They keep lying and lying, and they keep making people victims. Oh, you're a victim because you're gay. Oh, you're a victim because you're black. Oh, you're a victim because you're brown. You're a victim. And these oppressors, the white supremacy, these oppressors, these Proud Boys. You notice in the news for the past year, there has been really no talks about Republicans. You haven't heard anything about the Proud Boys, no riots. It's all Democratic infight, all Biden, all Kamala. That's all you've been hearing on the news, and they've been quiet. They try to talk about Trump here and there. That's why the best thing Trump did yesterday was not have that press conference from Mar-a-Lago yesterday. What Trump needs to do is just stay quiet. He cannot announce that he's running, I think, until 2023, January 2023. He has to wait another year to announce that before he announces that he's running. So Trump, just stay quiet. Just don't do nothing. Just hide. I mean, not hide, but let people miss you. Let Biden, Kamala, let the Democrats keep destroying America so people could finally see what these people are all about. Because now they're all just fighting themselves. Right now they have total control. And look where they have taken this country in less than a year. Biden has not even been president a year yet. And look where we're headed. Inflation, gas prices, jobs. Look where we're headed, folks, with Biden as president, not even a year in. And then we have this affirmative action hire over here, next in line to become president.
Hours later, the gates of the Capitol were breached. I had left, but my thoughts immediately turned not only to my colleagues, but to my staff,
Oh,
who had been forced to seek refuge in our
refuge.
office, converting filing cabinets into barricades.
Oh my gosh. This it sounds like the beach in Normandy, right? Oh my, sorry, Kamala, you had to go through that. Using it as barricades. And yesterday we heard Joe Biden's speech, most of it. We couldn't take it anymore. We had to cut it off. He was just so negative, talking about the 2020 elections. He did mention this is the year 2020 a couple of days ago. So maybe he does still think it's 2020. Joe Biden as being the winner. He gets mad about the election results. Hey, dude. Hey, Joey, baby. You won the election. Why are you so mad, Joey? Come on, Joey, baby. Hey, what's the matter with you? Why are you so mad? Come on, sit down, have some coffee, have a slice of pie. Let's go. Be happy, Joey. But then you have circle back Paskey. Let's see what she had to say about what Kamala said.
Vice President Harris, in her remarks today, compared January 6th to Pearl Harbor and 9/11. Can you elaborate on what the thinking was behind that comparison? She's faced some criticism, especially in conservative circles, for that.
Well, I would first say that, as the president also said in his remarks, if we look back to some very difficult moments in our history, back in 1861, there were no Confederate flags being waved in the Capitol. In very dark moments in our history, there were not people storming our nation's capital, trying to take over the office and even threaten the Speaker of the House. So instead of, for those who are being critics of the vice president's remarks, I think instead of focusing on or analyzing comparisons of moments in history, I would suggest that they be a part of solving the threat to democracy that occurs today, that is happening today. And they are using this as an excuse not to be a part of that.
Once again, always passing the blame. Just like AOC said, if you criticize me, it's because you want to date me, because you're sexually frustrated, right? This is what comes out of these Democrats. And this is the reason I started doing the morning show in the last summer, because I watch the news and I have a lot of things to say to make fun of these people. These people are idiots that are running our government. Paskey, Biden, Kamala. These are idiots, ladies and gentlemen. These are idiots. And we can, everything might be going to hell and stuff, but we just got to laugh and make fun of it and survive this. We got to survive. I've been saying this for a while, ladies and gentlemen. We have to survive, adapt, adjust, and survive this. It doesn't matter who's president, Trump, Biden, Obama, Bush, Clinton. It doesn't matter. You have to adjust with the times. We have to adjust with the times. If you'd like to support the channel, hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my backup channel description. If you would like to help out, support the channel, sponsor the show. You could buy me a coffee, PayPal and descriptions below, Cash App. You can see it goes back into equipment. I appreciate you guys last year helping me out. I took all the monies, got the microphone, a new computer, new couple of things. So appreciate you guys. It goes back into improving the show. So you're investing in the show. Also helps out with the internet, paying the lights and stuff like that. So it helps out. But we invested right back into the show. I'm a little disappointed. I bought a green light. I bought a green screen. It was for 5 and below. I had a green screen and I bought a light bulb and I can't find it. I don't know. I must have lost it or something. It's been like 3 days. But so Kamala, Biden, comparing it to 9/11. Another thing we like to talk about in this show, besides health, is also education. I have a bachelor's degree behind me, and I would say to parents, hey, don't send your kids to college. College is one of the biggest waste of time and one of the biggest waste of money. Don't send your kids to college. Send them to a trade school. Have them follow their passion. If they want to go to college, all right, fine. But they're going to come out being a bunch of liberals, a bunch of homosexuals. They're not going to know their gender or their sex. So that's what you're going to get out of a public school. I mean, that's what you're going to get out of college. So I'm anti, I don't know, I'm going to say anti-education, maybe anti-collegiate. So that's one of the reasons I also wanted to get the degree so I could bash colleges, because it's a waste of time. The only job I could get with my degree was social work, and I hated it. And I talked about that before. But as you can see with the pandemic for the past 2 years, children's education, 2 years already. Imagine this happening to you 2 years of your high school, 2 years of 7th, 8th grade, 2 years in college. For the past 2 years has been remote learning, shutting down, closing the schools, wearing a mask, 6 feet apart. For the past, we're going into year 3 now. The 3rd year of this pandemic, ladies and gentlemen. 3 years already of this pandemic. Season 3 has just begun of the pandemic. Oh, breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get to this, breaking news. The Super Bowl is coming to Dallas, ladies and gentlemen. The Super Bowl is coming to Dallas, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to most likely take away the Super Bowl from LA, where Raider cousin, I don't know why he supports the Raiders in LA. Most likely the Super Bowl is going to come to the Cowboy Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. So as I predicted, as a Dallas Cowboy fan that I am, as a great Dallas Cowboy fan that I am, not only are the Dallas Cowboys 1-1 as me as a fan, but the Super Bowl is coming to Dallas. The Dallas Cowboys will be in the Super Bowl, and the Super Bowl will be hosted in Arlington, which I'm not far away from. I'm like a stone pebble away. I'll be cheering on for our here in Texas, our Dallas Cowboys, America's team, ladies and gentlemen. So right there, Texas wins again. The Dallas Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl, and because LA has these stupid restrictions with the masks, LA with the 6 feet and the masks and the Gavin Newsoms, the NFL is like, wait a minute. Are they going to limit us from SoFi Stadium? They're already on the phone with Jerry Jones, one of the greatest owners in football. Shout out to Jerry Jones. Shout out to Herschel Walker running for Senate and over there in Georgia. Look at that. The Dallas Cowboys, America's team. So the Dallas Cowboys Stadium. I forgot to add that one. Stadium. Texas. LA. Backup plans. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So I was going to cover this. I forgot to mention this one yesterday. So LA Mayor Eric Garcetti confident Super Bowl will remain in Los Angeles. The NFL is exploring contingency if COVID-19 restrictions in Los Angeles area appear they will be erroneous. WFAA, citing a Dallas Cowboys front office source, reports the league has preliminary discussions about moving the big game from SoFi Stadium to the home of the soon-to-be Super Bowl champions, Dallas Cowboys, at the AT&T Stadium. NFL spokesperson Brian McCarthy confirmed to WFAA that the contingency has been explored, though he mentioned is not an unusual exercise. Right now, Los Angeles County does not have COVID-19 restrictions, which would preclude the Super Bowl from being played in a full stadium. However, with cases escalating in the region amid the Omicron variant outbreak, it is unknown whether Los Angeles County and or the state of California might revert to stricter early pandemic restrictions. So there you go. I just want to Raider cousin in the I just want Raider cousin in the chat. Shout out to Raider cousin. Shout out to Rose Raider cousin. Shout out to Raider cousin. It just reminded me that the Super Bowl will be over here in Dallas. So shout out. Texas is always winning. Texas and Florida. Enough with the winning, ladies and gentlemen, with the winning. See, Los Angeles government, they kill jobs. You know, if they take the Super Bowl away from LA, that's a lot of money LA is going to be losing. The schools, the tax revenues, the hotel industry, the restaurants. So let's go from a winning state like Arizona. Oh, we're going to touch about Arizona too. Texas, Florida. AOC loves going to Florida while being from New York, bashing Florida. But then she loves going down to Florida for that freedom. Right? Now you have Lori Lightfoot, Beetlejuice fighting. This is Democratic leadership right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Lasting peace and safety.
We're going to play this right now.
I also recognize, as all of us must, that violence and crime are the manifestations of deeper problems.
Let's take a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a moment right now and close your eyes, whatever you want to do. Think about the Democratic leadership versus the Republican leaders, right? Republicans have DeSantis, right? DeSantis. He's like a more professional, polished Trump that doesn't have the baggage. DeSantis doesn't have all that Trump baggage. There's like no dirt. There's no dirt on DeSantis. That's why Democrats hate DeSantis, because they can't find dirt on him. I think they were criticizing DeSantis, right? During Christmas, they were like, "Where the hell is DeSantis? He's not taking care of Florida. He's with his wife. She has cancer." So the Democrats, every time they attack DeSantis, they look bad. Then you have Governor Abbott here in Texas. Yes, he might be in a wheelchair, but Texas is up and running. A lot of people are moving to Texas. I think Texas #1, Florida #2. A lot of people moving to Florida. These governors are actually doing something good. And if you want somebody to be president, a business owner like Trump was a good president. And another question you got to ask yourself: do you think we'll be if Trump got reelected in 2020, do you think we'll be in the same situation now that we are in with Biden? Would America be better? Because America was doing good. And then it just went straight down to hell. But do you think America would have went down with Trump too? Or would it have been going up? Or would it stay? Think about that. I don't know. Think about that. But we do know this. America is crumbling. It has crumbled. And it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. You noticed who else? What's the other one? Christine Noem. Just remember all the Republican leaders, right? Like you see them, they look like leaders, right? Like they look like humans. And then you have the Democrats. You have Lori Lightfoot, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck E. Cheese Schumer. You have all these AOC. Oh, I'm sorry. The most beautiful, beautiful women, the most beautiful, young, skinny, most beautiful woman in the world, AOC. All out crazy, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I want to date her, ladies and gentlemen. Every time I talk about her is because I want to date her. Yes, AOC, I want to date you. I am sexually frustrated and I want to date you, AOC. Okay, AOC? Please give me a chance. Please. And you know who else I want to date? I want to date Lori Lightfoot, ladies and gentlemen. Who wouldn't want to date Lori Lightfoot, ladies and gentlemen? But too bad she's a homosexual and she was no part of me. But I would date you, Lori Lightfoot, because I'm always talking bad about you. And if I'm talking bad about you, if I'm bashing you, that means I want to date you. So I guess I want to date Lori Lightfoot also. But Lori Lightfoot has a problem here, ladies and gentlemen. She's having a problem with the CTU, Chicago Teachers Union. The Chicago Teachers Union just walked out. Well, we don't want to lose the public, but this is Lori Lightfoot, Beetlejuice. This is the Democrat leadership. Pelosi, this. Look up any Bill de Blasio. This is who the Democrats put in office. Just look at them. They all look weird. They all look sick. This is what they have. Yes, she's a homosexual individual. Yes, I do. I do want Lori Lightfoot. Kirsten will be missed. Rest in peace, Kirsten. You want to say rest in peace, Kirsten, in the chat? Feel free. All right. I want to play with the teachers now. So now Littlefoot over here, she's having problems with the teachers union. These Democrats are just fighting each other, ladies, and they're just infighting. It's amazing. That's why Republicans need to just sit back and watch them. That's why I don't understand. I don't understand Ted Cruz calling the terrorist attack, calling what happened on January 6th a terrorist attack. As I said previous, he needs to stay quiet. Just don't say nothing. Just let the Democrats talk. Let them just give Democrats rope. Let them hang themselves. All right, let's go check out Littlefoot over here. Littlefoot is mad.
Enough is enough. We are standing firm and we are going to fight to get our kids back in in-person learning. Period. Full stop. Enough is enough. We are standing firm and we are going to fight to get our kids back in in-person learning. Period. Full stop.
You see, the thing with these Democrats, right? They're very emotional. They're very emotionally charged. They think with their emotions. Even the men, even the Democratic men, you got your Brian Stelter, they're all emotionally charged. They're like George Costanza. They're always mad. They're always screaming. They're always at the brink of almost crying. And now you have the teachers union in Chicago just walking out, closing I think it's 3 days in a row now. They just shut down. They just shut down. So where are the kids going? Kids are not going to school. Oh, here we go. I found Littlefoot.
I have to ask myself again.
Here we go. I found another one with Littlefoot. Beetlejuice over here.
And as I stand
I want to date you, Littlefoot, but too bad you're a homosexual.
Before you tonight, I have to ask myself again, why are we here in this moment? Why are we here again when we know that the safest place for our children is in school? Why are we here again when we know that our schools are safe? We have put over $100 million of resources into our schools over the last 2 years. Over $100 million. What we know from our own experience, from our data, from studies that have been done of our system over and over again, and other systems operating within the city of Chicago, across the country and across the world, that the safest place for kids to be in the pandemic is in person in our schools. That has not changed. So if you care about our students, if you care about their families, as we do, we will not relent. Enough is enough.
That's right.
We are standing firm.
That's
and
right.
we are going to fight to
That's
get
right.
our kids back in in-person learning.
That's right.
Period. Full
That's right.
stop.
That's right. So I've been playing a lot of videos from the mayors, right? And why do these people keep saying like America is racist? You have a black mayor here, a black mayor over there, right? Black mayor in New York, black mayor in Chicago. The ones in LA, I don't even know who's the ones in LA. But I don't know if you guys I think it's a black mayor in Baltimore. I don't know if you guys start seeing the patterns here. The Democratic mayors that take office make crimes worse. We talked about the district attorney in Manhattan that took over, right? Alvin Braggs. He's black, right? And he wants to decriminalize crime. Hey, I'm just stating what's going on. And since they always want to bring color and race into things, hey, you gotta describe it, right? Just describing what it is, calling it what it is. Oh, that's racist. Well, everything's about race now. So speak.
So the teachers that I've talked
All right, here we go. Let's.
to at the schools I work with, what it
Look, Black News Tonight. So, black is in the name, Black News. We should. I wonder if you could do white news tonight. You can't do that. I wonder if I could do brown news tonight. Ugh. Does that sound good? Brown news.
would mean is an accurate threshold for what percentage of folks have the virus or what testing level would determine an option to move to remote. Actually having, sanitation things in the school, masks in the school, all the proper ventilation stuff that's supposed to be in the school. A lot of that stuff was promised as late as last year, but if you go in these schools and you work with kids, you'll see the stuff isn't there, right? So it's those kind of things that we're being promised that
Dixon Romeo
be in place in school to make it safe, but aren't there.
Dr. Ewing, district officials argue that remote learning it's a disaster for students, both at the social level and at the academic level.
Mm-hmm.
What evidence supports that position?
So I want to make sure that we acknowledge that there are real costs to remote learning. There are many parents who don't love it. It's disruptive to work. Teachers don't love it. Students don't love it. But it's really a false choice to say that because there are so many flaws with remote learning, the only option is to send people to school under unsafe conditions. And that sets up a decision matrix that's just really unfair. We've seen, for example, LA Unified, which is a bigger school district than us, set in place these common sense metrics, the same metrics that all of us understand are the things we have to do in our everyday lives. So making sure that there are baseline tests that are accomplished before folks are coming back to school, setting up a weekly testing requirement, right? These are common sense.
Did she get her glasses from the Jovi Val collection? Damn, those are some big glasses. Those are like the ones you find in front of a UPS truck. Look at those brown. I'm sorry. Why are you wearing those? Those are funny glasses. Like, I don't even think grandmas wore those kind of glasses. Those glasses are too big for your head. They look like clown glasses. I'm sorry. It's taken away from the message. I haven't heard one word she said because I just can't stop looking at those glasses. And I hope it doesn't happen the same with me. You guys are just paying attention to my glasses. But come on, look at it's from the Jovi Val collection. Look at those glasses. I'm sorry, man. Says the guy wearing pit vipers right now. I'm the one laughing, right?
Things, and all of us in our personal lives understand that there are no good decisions, right? Whether it comes to visiting people for the holiday, visiting relatives who may be sick or unwell, scheduling surgeries, all of us are forced to make some really unpleasant decisions right now. And what the district and the mayor and Pedro Martinez have done is, rather than do what all of us have to do in our everyday lives, which is find compromises that, yes, are often not perfect, they have set this hard boundary that has led to students today in Chicago.
She sounds like AOC, right? We're gonna like contrary, right? I watch a lot of Black YouTube. I watch Coach Greg Adams. I watch Fresh and Fit here and there. I watch a lot of Black YouTubers, Jamari. I like to see the code. It's entertaining. I like to watch. I like to pay attention. So I don't talk, just on what's in my mind or based on my experiences, but what I see. And also with the Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit, we're talking about how they don't date Black women. I didn't say it. They said it. I didn't say it. They said it. We'll get to that later on. Shout out to Raider Cousin. Thank you for the half a coffee. You're 0-1 as a Cowboy fan. No. You got to be stand corrected. Listen, Cowboys are 1-1. I became a Cowboy fan December 24th. I did the video live. I did it live. We could go back. December 24th. I remember Christmas Eve, I became a Cowboy fan. As I said, I was at work on Thursday. Cowboys clinched the playoffs. Everybody was excited. I'm in Texas. I'm like, you know what? I want to feel that excitement. So I bought into the Dallas Cowboys. I bought in. It's like buying into a Bitcoin on the rise. I bought in 1-1. This week, Cowboys are winning 2-1. Super Bowl is going to be played over here in Texas, and the Cowboys are going to Super Bowl. It's all happening after yours truly became a Cowboy fan. I already got the Cowboy hat. I just need the boots and the belt buckle next. All right, let's get back to Dr.
Receiving zero instruction,
AOC.
and that was unnecessary.
Okay, that was it. Okay, cool. So I think Monday we talked about the impact of COVID on children the past 2 years. Kids haven't had a normal childhood, right? 2 years with their friends. Remember when you were 15, 16 years old, you wanted to go to school to see that girl or that boy that you wanted to be with. Your first high school sweetheart, 15, right? 15, 16. The high school sweetheart. Those first 2 years you're in high school, you meet somebody, you get the butterflies, and you guys remember that. You remember when you guys were in love at 14 and 15. I do. I was listening to Casey and JoJo. I was listening to Cisco. I was recording songs off the radio on my cassette tape. As a matter of fact, look, I'll show you right now. Hold on. All right, where's
Dixon? What convinced teachers that the district?
So kids lost that. Oh, he's Nori Lightfoot.
Pandemic, which is really incredibly sad. Look,
What does
Omicron
that
is
mean,
real.
Mayor Lightfoot? What do they get out of that?
What it gets is they get to try to flex their power, but they do it at the expense of our children. They do it at the expense of our families.
So how do you read this action from the union?
Well, unfortunately, I think the only way to read it as the union trying to politicize the pandemic, which is really incredibly sad. Look,
What does
Omicron
that
is
mean,
real.
Mayor Lightfoot? What do they get out of that?
What it gets is they get
I don't
to
play,
try
ladies
to
and
flex their
gentlemen. I don't
power,
play. Look
but they
at that.
do it at the
I
expense
got
of
my
our children.
Patti LaBelle
They do it at the
cassette.
expense of our families.
Hold on, shut up, little Lori Lightfoot. I got my Patti LaBelle cassette. Look at that. I got my TDK. I got my cassettes, ladies and gentlemen. Remember these? Let me open one. I'm not gonna open up the Maxwell because I have more of these. You remember? Guys don't remember this? Back in the 90s, when a song would come on the radio, you get your cassette. Oh, it still smells. Oh, it smells like the 90s. Ooh, take me back. Ooh. Smells like the 1999. Oh, let me smell this. Ooh, smell this. Oh, I guess. The plastic. Wow, look at this. Oh, it took me back to my childhood. Look at this. Guys don't remember this? You put a song will come on the radio. I love the radio. I grew up with the radio. I didn't really have TV. I had the radio. I listened to Yankee games on the radio. I wish I could have listened to some Dallas Cowboys game on my radio. But remember these cassettes? I remember I recorded the last out of the Yankees winning the World Series. I recorded that on a tape. I wish I still had that. I recorded Z100 celebrating the Yankees victories on tape. I remember I used to buy tapes all the time, and I used to record all that stuff off the radio. I missed the radio, man. It was so much fun. I'm a radio guy. This is why I love doing this morning show. It's like a radio style. This is one of the reasons I wanted to get this microphone, because I would like to do a podcast. You know, I'm at work, right? And I want to listen to like a podcast, like a show that gives me the news, some entertainment, some information, some education, a lot of stuff in a podcast. And that's what I'm trying to deliver, ladies and gentlemen. I don't just turn on this computer anymore and just start talking. I write down notes. I'm taking down what we're going to talk about and different subjects. So I'm improving, because that's what I envision, right? A kind of show, my ideal show. So I'm trying to create that now. Like a show, you get all your information, some laughs. You don't have to watch the screen while you're driving. Let's say you're stuck in traffic. On Monday, people were stuck in traffic on the I-95 for like 30 hours. So imagine listening to me for 30 hours or something like that. Or I don't know. But the commute, you know, being on a commute for 90 minutes, it's one of the reasons I do a 90-minute show, because I used to commute for 90 minutes when I was living in New York, for working at a job for 10 years. I used to commute 20 miles. It took me 90 minutes to commute 20 miles. And I wish, you know, you could listen to or watch a show while you are going to work or while you're at work. And it's fun, entertaining, and you get some information out of it. So that's what I'm trying to deliver, ladies and gentlemen. So imagine you being stuck in this traffic jam, right? And yours truly, you know, it's live on YouTube. Let me help you out, right? Let me help you out. Let me help you guys out. Imagine getting, shout out to Roots Cajon. Look at that. 6 miles, 30 to 45 minutes in Iowa. Like, imagine being stuck, man. You should be listening to Legal Latino Heat on YouTube. Get back in the car and put on Legal Latino Heat on YouTube and check him out. So everybody will be laughing, you know, be stuck in traffic, but you'll be laughing a little bit. But imagine being stuck in traffic like this, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. What is this? Saudi Arabia? What country am I in right now? Saudi Arabia? What the hell? Saudi Arabia sponsoring this? No, it's not. So imagine being stuck there, ladies and gentlemen. 30 hours. 3 years ago, I was stuck on 95 when Georgia had a storm in a car. 14 hours stuck. What would you do for 14 hours? What did you do for 14 hours? Hobo chili recipe. 14 hours. What would you think about that, ladies and gentlemen? Another reason I like to play these videos is to get you thinking. What would you do? Somebody said that Glenn Youngkin should have done something about this. Glenn Youngkin hasn't taken office in Virginia yet. There's some people on Twitter blaming Glenn Youngkin, and somebody had to correct them and say, "Hey, he's not even the governor yet." So let me circle back a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go circle back to the education for a second. You see how Chicago handles their things? Chicago, they're fighting with the teachers union. Let's take a look at Arizona, how Arizona is offering. Look what Arizona is doing. Arizona offers funding for students impacted by COVID closure to switch schools. This is the kind of leadership, Doug Ducey, right? When you see this guy, you're like, damn, this guy is a leader, right? Republicans, we're calling it like it is. It's not no fanboy stuff, but just take a look at your leaders, right? Take a look at the Democratic leaders. All they do is make you into a victim. You're a victim because you're black. You're a victim because you're brown. You're a victim because you're Asian. You're a victim because that's all Democrats do. They lie and create victims. Oh, the slavery, all the this, all the that, just to make you into a victim and creating all these oppressors. They like to keep you down. This is how they survive. They create the problems and make you into a victim. So it's like an abusive relationship, right? The guy just beats up on the woman, keeps her dependent. That's what Democrats do. And people are like, okay, Democrats, you're gonna stop hitting me now? Or things are gonna get better? They keep saying the same thing. Look at Detroit, look at Chicago, look at New York. They keep promising the same thing and nothing happens. The Chicago school system just got $2 billion in COVID relief. $2 billion. Would it be like Joe Biden said? I think Joe Biden said something like that. $2 billion would it be? But yet, Chicago cannot get their things together. And you look at Arizona over here. Arizona Governor Doug Ducey unveiled a new school choice program on Tuesday that would fund school tuitions for students whose public schools closed for even one day due to a spike in COVID-19 cases. The Open for Learning Recovery Benefits program will provide parents up to $7,000 in funding for childcare, transportation, or online tutoring needs to help students who struggle to succeed in an online learning setting. Look at this. This is beautiful. Ducey's office said in press release, parents who opt into the program will be eligible to receive school tuition to enroll their children in other in-person schools if theirs closes. If you could send your kids to a private school, send them. If you could homeschool them, send them. If you could, don't put your kids in public schools and don't send them to colleges. Colleges are going to turn your kids into But this is a beautiful thing right here, ladies. Arizona, what Arizona's doing. These are great ideas. You know, times are hard, but that's when you have to think extra. Come up with great ideas. This is a great idea. Take the kids out of public schools, and now you can put them in a private school. The government is giving you $7,000. The state is giving you $7,000 to give your child a chance for a better education, instead of doing this back and forth. This is, you know, it's not creating victims. Okay, if you guys want to play it this way, kids have a chance to go to a better school. More than 450,000 students returned to a remote learning in the first week of January after the holiday break ended. According to the New York Times, a number of districts, including in Newark, New Jersey, Atlanta, Georgia, Cleveland, Ohio, began online learning amid a surge in COVID cases driven by the Omicron variant. Newark schools will be closed until January 14th. So kids are going to be out of school for like a month in the middle of winter. Fight for school choice. Oh, that's a great idea, Glenda Murphy. Great idea. Ross Rollerblades. So shout out to Arizona and Governor Doug Ducey coming up with a great idea to help the kids. That's right, ZK. I had Omicron last week. I was sick, folks. I was sick for like 2-3 days. And I bounced back, right? I think I bounced back good. All right, we're done with Lori Lightfoot. We're done with Arizona. It's Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Rest in peace, Kirsten W. We like to laugh a little bit on our Fridays. I think there was a new carton art, but I like to play liberal videos. We like to go to Libs of TikTok on Twitter, ladies and gentlemen. It's just to, you know, people are like, oh, legal. Oh, you right-wing nut job. Somebody on Twitter, on YouTube called me a right-wing nut job. I'm like, have you watched my show? I talk from the middle, common sense. I use common sense. If Republicans are doing something bad, I talk bad about Trump. I talked bad about Ted Cruz yesterday. Just call it like it is, keeping it real. We keep it real here, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it 100. We can't be like, oh, he's a Republican. No, we can't say. When the cops do bad, we talk about that. Right now. I'm not liking the cops because they took the pension and they only protect politicians. And I don't back the blue anymore. I can't. I'm sorry. They prefer the pension over freedom and liberty. But what are you talking about? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look at these. This is the future of America, ladies and gentlemen. This is the future of America. This is what happens when you send your kids to public school, when you send your kids to college. This is what happens to them. They turn into dogs. Man, I don't mind this view of this dog.
No, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, hey, go. Come on, Jenna, go. Let's go. Bad girl. Let's go. Keep walking. Come on. No, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, go. Come on, Jenna, go.
Two bitches fighting.
Bad girl. Let's go.
These two bitches.
Keep walking. Keep walking.
Keep walking.
Come on. No, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, go. Come on, Jenna, go. Let's go. Bad girl. Let's go. Keep walking. Keep walking.
I don't know why I keep playing this video.
Come on.
That's a pretty.
No, come on.
I guess they're like these girls are doing a doggy style over here.
Come on, Jenna, go.
Jetta, look at those eyes, man. Look at those crazy eyes. Oh man, those are AOC eyes. Look at those AOC eyes. All out crazy. All out crazy eyes. Look at that. All out crazy eyes. AOC. So look, a preschool teacher in Washington brags about teaching that white people are problematic and there's no gender binary. This is what happened when you send your kids to public school. This is why you can't do this, folks.
Okay.
Kids in cages.
Not all right.
Oh, the stupid music, man. You gotta stop playing the stupid music on the videos. So these are the books that they're teaching kids. Look, not my idea. Books parents don't like that I teach regularly. Hear my voice. The testimony of children detained in the southern border of the United States. Look at this book. Who writes these books? Warren Binford. Let's go check it out. Warren Binford. She's a child right professor. She's from Auschwitz Medical Campus. Oh, here's a Wikipedia. Okay, here we go. Warren Binford is an American attorney, professor, writer, and international rights children's rights scholar. Okay, let's go to the early life. Legal career, education, who cares? Hey, where's the early life? Oh, there's no early life. We're gonna have to chalk this one up as to be continued. All right, next book. And I gotta look at the Wikipedia couldn't confirm. Okay, not my idea. Who wrote this? Who's teaching kids this stuff? Teachers are. It feels good to be yourself. A book about gender identity, written by Teresa Thorne. Let's go see Teresa Thorne. Oh, Teresa with a T? Is it Teresa with a T? Oh, with an H. What a dumb Teresa. Teresa. Giving kids, oh my gosh. I don't even think I have to look at the Wikipedia for this one. Oh, she doesn't have a Wikipedia. All right, what's next? I'm lining them up. I'm lining them up. What's the next book? So these are the books that they're teaching your kids in preschool. Right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's why education, don't send your kids to those public schools. That's what I like. That's what I like about that. Once again, let's go back to the education. This is legal. Why you don't like the educational school system? Once again, look at this teacher, Sari Beth Rosenberg. This professor, Sari Beth, teaching about the January 6th Capitol riots today. I told you, I went to college a few years ago to get the degree behind me. All my professors were liberal hippies. They were every single time. I wrote an essay how much I hated America and how it kept me down because I'm brown. And I kid you not, I did. Like I said this story before. My English teacher, right? I think she was a commie. And she encouraged us to go to the protest, which I did go to the protest, but I was on the other side. I wrote a paper that was so horrible, ladies and gentlemen. She didn't want to give me an F. She gave me a C minus, right? But she wanted to talk about it. Hey, this is what is this? And I told her this. I kid you not. Hey, professor, I'm sorry. Is that I'm from Ecuador and English is my second language. I'm not used to writing. I'm not used to college. I worked 2-3 jobs to support my kids, and I'm just trying to go to college to get by. And I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll do the paper over again. She's like, no, it's okay. Just do better next time. She gave me an A minus, ladies and gentlemen. English. Just because I said English is my second language and I have a family, because I'm Hispanic. Of course, I have to have a family of 6 kids or something, right? So sometimes you got to play the liberals with emotions. They use emotion. You got to use some emotion back. I'm oppressed. You got to play the game sometimes to win. And I got the degree behind me. It just taught me a lesson. You go to these schools and they're going to feed you this crap. This is the kind of crap they're going to teach you. What does it make? What the hell did she write? What does it make? What does this make you think? What does it make you wonder? Multiracial democracy versus white supremacy. That's right. Where is the multiracial democracy taking us, ladies and gentlemen? Ask yourself that question over the weekend. Where is the multiracial democracy taking you? You have an old white senile fool as president. You have an affirmative action vice president. You got a homosexual secretary of transportation and Joe Buttigieg. That we can't even get truckers on the road. They're not fixing the infrastructure, inflation, and all that. Where is this multiracial democracy taking us? What did white supremacy give us? What white supremacy gave us New York City, gave us a subway system back in the early 1900s. That's what white supremacy. White supremacy gave us those buildings that are still standing till this day. The architecture that you see, right? This white supremacy that everybody hates has given us everything we have today. We'll say that for another episode. We'll do a history lesson. But what the hell do I know? I'm just a legal Latino, right? English is just my second language. The hell do I know, right? I got to be supporting the Democrats because I'm brown, because I'm Latino, I'm Hispanic. I have to be supporting the Democrats. That's right? I got to support every Democrat. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what multicultural democracy gives you. This happened in Toronto. This is what multiracial democracy gives you. Multiracial democracy, ladies and gentlemen.
Someone's robbing your thing. Seriously. Yeah.
Hey, woo! Democracy, multiracial democracy. There you go.
I'm recording it. Yeah.
Shout out to multiracial democracy right there. You could just go in and run
Shit.
for the security guard.
Security's in after.
The security guard he shouldn't be running
Oh,
after him.
shit.
The security guard should have just let him out. That's you. So right there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is what multicultural diversity is giving us. I mean, multicultural democracy is giving us. Hey, I'm not making up these videos. This is they say multiracial democracy, and this is what they're saying. I'm just saying what they're saying, repeating it.
Speaking to children about the insurrection can be a challenge. And we spoke with Dr. Servat Borgave, a psychiatrist who specializes with children, on how we can speak to our children about the January 6th riot.
Dr. B has some advice on how to discuss this complex matter in a way that kids will understand. He says parents should have an open dialogue and explain things clearly.
Don't assume that because the child isn't talking about it, that the child isn't thinking about it. Also,
kids do not care about January 6th. Nobody cares about January 6th, especially kids. Unless Halo is coming out, Call of Duty's coming out January 6th. Kids don't care about January. Nobody cares about January 6th. Nobody cares about January 6th. I care about it because I feel bad for the people in jail for about a year. You know how they landed in jail? Because people snitched out on them. You know, there's people out there. This is one of the issues I have with Pigeon. Pigeon likes to call the FBI on people. Pigeon likes to call the cops on people. Somebody called the cops on Tim Pool yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. Tim Pool got swatted yesterday. So I think he was live yesterday in Tim Pool with Tim Pool time. Let me get my beanie, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get my beanie on. Hold on, we're gonna. It's Tim Pool time, ladies. Oh, my bad. There we go. Okay, here we go. So Tim Pool got swatted yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. Let me cover that real quick. Got the beanie on. Where's my headphones? Oh, I gotta get the whole thing. I gotta get the whole ensemble together. Hold on, I gotta get the headphones too. All right. There we go. Here we go. I got the beanie. I got the headphones. All right, here we go. Now we're talking. All right, let me show you this. Do I have my beanie on correct, ladies and gentlemen? Hold on, I gotta make sure my beanie's on because like I said, when you put on your beanie, you become 25% smarter. I feel smarter already. It keeps your brain warm. It keeps your mind and body percolating. It keeps everything intact. It's like a warm car. So I'm just warming up my brain, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, I'm letting the. Oh, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, where's the Tim Pool being swatted? This is it. Where's the video? I want to see the video. So he right here is. Let me show you this. Someone called the police and said they shot and killed 2 people and were going to kill more. Police were not told not to enter without a warrant, but said they didn't need one due to exigent circumstances. This is a large house used as a production studio with many employees on site. We just got swatted. This was 12 hours ago, ladies and gentlemen. It's on let me see. Instagram. Let's see if it's on Instagram. Did he put up a? Oh yeah, yeah. He posted a video. Hold on. All right. So I want to cover Tim Pool before Tim Pool covers the story. I want to beat Tim Pool to his own story. Okay, trying to beat him to the punch here.
Where we're at right now with what's going on, I'll try and stay in the light. It started snowing, so
Oh, Beanie Gang.
At 8:20,
can you tell
the
us
police
apart?
got a call that
Oh my
someone
God,
had
we-
shot and killed
I
two
should've
people,
never
and they were
shaved.
going to kill themselves. They were currently on the premises. That is false. That never happened. Obviously, we're doing a live show. We had multiple agencies. We believe 3 different agencies. We had local city cops, we had the sheriff, and we had state police here. We are lucky. We're very lucky. If you were watching the live show, while Luke was speaking around 8:51 live on Timcast IRL, you can see a police officer walk past the camera and walk out. Fortunately, our chief technical officer walked outside just down this path as the first officers arrived. They got on the bullhorn. They said, "Put your hands in the air," and he did.
And waving like you
They made
just
him walk
don't
up.
care.
They interacted for a few minutes. We have all the security camera footage. We're going to put it up tomorrow, explaining what happened. Then our another one of our producers and a show host, Brett, came out, put his hands up. Brett quickly realized, look, we're being swatted. Multiple officers came up. Then Allison, who's our chief operating officer, came out and started talking to them, saying, "This is not true. No one is here. No one is hurt." Several other, I think around 8 or so vehicles had pulled up. And the police were basically like, "Look, we understand you don't want us to go into your house without a warrant. We have these mats on the ground." Let me see if I can point at it without dropping the phone.
Oh, it's snowing.
It says, "Come back with a warrant." And they said, "But due to exigent circumstances, we will be entering." That's why there's only 2 cops who come into the studio. Our CTO and our staff were with them the whole time, going through the house, showing them like, "Hey, you know, this is what's going on."
I should have
And
never
apparently,
shaved, man.
Andy, our CTO,
Why did
actually
I
pulled up
shave?
the live show and said, "This is what's happening in that room." And they're like, "Well, we have to check." So they opened the door, and then one of the
That's
officers
right.
actually motioned to me like, "Come out." And I'm like, "No, like we're live streaming at the time. We can't do this." Now, we're really lucky we can laugh about this. If our
Estrogen
CTO did
circumstance.
not walk outside and down that path, and those
Estrogen
8 vehicles
circumstance.
pulled up, and all of these officers came out, they would have entered the property, they would have been guns ready, thinking that somebody was shooting or something was going on.
Oh man.
This is not just a house. This is a place of business where
right.
we have a receptionist
right.
desk, where we have editing suites, where we produce videos.
That's right.
And if this was just a house,
Mm.
police probably would have kicked the door in, and it would have been a more serious moment where we could have been seriously hurt. Ian was talking about how he was going to get up and run to the bathroom, because when we're live during the show, we don't just somber off to the bathroom. We run. We get up. We have a bathroom in the studio. And we have another bathroom. So Ian, you know, he'd get up and he'd run through the halls. If the cops walked in and they saw him running down the hallway screaming, it could have been really, really bad.
Oh man.
We're going to be filing FOIA requests. We're going to get all the documents. We're going to
That's
be
right.
publishing this because we're not going to stand for it.
That's
We are
right.
taking security very, very seriously.
That's right.
That's the latest update. A big screw you to whoever did this. But I'll
Ooh.
tell you what, we were safe and we were fortunate that this is a place of business and a swatting wouldn't work on us. It was a stupid move. And fortunately, our crew was outside to calm and de-escalate the situation, which means now everyone gets to know about what happened. They get to know that you screwed up. Your plan didn't work. Nobody got hurt. We're just going to get more attention from it. However, I don't like that idea. I don't like making the story about us and what we're doing, but I have some concerns. If this was political, we just hosted Marjorie Taylor Greene. If this was just some sick trolling campaign or whatever, I want to know what it was. It happened live. I want you to know what it was, and
That's
we'll,
right.
We'll try and be responsible about how we put out information, because as you can probably already tell, I'm not a fan of drama. We want to make sure our shows are about topical issues, not us. We want to talk about the election. We want to talk about policing. We don't want to talk about drama with us. We'll address this because we want to prove it happened. We want to figure out who did it. Thanks for listening. I'm sorry, you guys, you know, for dealing with more of this insanity. A special thank you to everybody who checked in on us. We're all good. I'll say it again. It's an office building. It's a place of work. The people who work here don't live here. They have houses. They live in other places. So when they do show up for a swatting, you're showing up in an office building. There's a receptionist. She's gonna be like, "Can I help you?" So for that reason, I think we were safer. So I'll leave it there. Thanks for listening to this update, and we'll have more coming soon. All right, everybody.
Thank you, Beanie Brother. Thank you, Beanie Brother. I'm used to putting up my fist now for everything. It's common courtesy, I guess now. Thank you. That's common courtesy now. But what do you guys think of with the Tim Pool situation? I don't know much about it. I should have looked a little bit deeper. I saw the cameras. I wish I could see the police cameras. But I mean, be safe, Beanie Brother. All right. That swatting thing is kind of. That's why I don't. We got one more clip, ladies and gentlemen, before we go. Hold on. That's right. We can't go without our favorite mayor. That's right. The reason. That's right. Let's go. Swag Nation. Our favorite mayor. Here we go. We're gonna add some culture and diversity to the show. Speaking of culture and diversity, come over here, papito. The most culturally diverse cat. Look, he's black and white, baby. Oh, my lord. Get over there. Hold on, we gotta play the best mayor. We gotta play the best mayor. Hold on. Before we go. Comment, ladies and gentlemen. Comment in the chat. I'll be giving shout outs in a couple of minutes. Comment, say hello, say good morning. Say good morning in the chat. Say something. I want to give you guys shout out in a couple of minutes. But first, let's listen to Major Swagger over here.
In the morning, moving through.
That's right.
How we should be doing it as a city.
That's right.
Making sure that we are up and operating.
That's right.
Not only physically, but also mentally.
That's right.
So we're going to lead our troops into battle no matter
That's
what
right.
we face.
That's right.
In the morning.
Swag right there, ladies and gentlemen. I had to bless you guys with some swag right there. That's major swag right there. He said he's bringing swag back to New York City. That's right. Bring that swag, Major. Bring that swag. Ladies and gentlemen, I really want to appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you for giving me 90 minutes of your time. Hopefully I got you guys to work on time. Or if you stuck in traffic, made you laugh, learn something. If you at work, I think it's the best time to watch me while getting paid. I think that's a good idea. Get paid to listen or watch me. It's a great idea. If you like to support and invest in the show, links in the description. Buy me a coffee, PayPal, Cash App. Another way you can help out the show, hit the like button. Share, subscribe, hit the little bell. I'm live Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. Central, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. And if there's any breaking news, I go live. Any pigeon droppings, I'll go live at night. So the night shows have been doing good. So I'm kind of working like 3 jobs right now, 3 part-times. Actually, 2 part-times in this. So my time is limited, but when I can do another show, I will. I might do a show over the weekend. We'll see. We'll see, ladies and gentlemen. But I really, really appreciate you guys tuning in or getting ready for work. Yeah, you're getting ready for work. I'll help you bring you that guy. So hope every show is better than yesterday's. That's my goal for this year, to be better than I was yesterday. Every episode, hope you guys can see the improvement. Thank you for supporting the likes, comment, even after the show, and the comments during the show and after the show really helps out. I really appreciate you guys. But ladies and gentlemen, comment. I want to give you guys shout outs. You guys watching, you guys see when the viewers go up, I get very, excited because you put pressure on me. The more people watching, the more pressure I get, and it just makes me perform better. I enjoy pressure. We're going to talk about that on Monday. I've been learning about that. I'm like, oh, that's why I do these things. I procrastinate and stuff like that. I don't know. But appreciate you guys. Really, really appreciate you guys for tuning in. Shout out to Mysterious. All right, ladies and gentlemen, comment. That's right. So I'll give you a shout out. Give me a that's right. Make sure you put your fist up. Check out Irrational Times, Man Cave. Link in the description. Check out Irrational Times. Shout out to Irrational Times. Comment, ladies and gentlemen. Comment. Hit that like button and comment, folks. There goes my stream here. It froze. Oh, I'm back. Am I back? Am I back? Thank you, Oscar Blue. Shout out to Oscar Blue. Thank you for the 129 pesos. Appreciate that. Support independent media. You the man, Liga. Appreciate you, Oscar. You guys could hear me. I want to give you. All right, I want to give you guys some shout outs. All right, I'm back. I want to give you guys some shout. I don't know. My computer just froze. I'm glad it froze at the end. So appreciate that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back. All right, let's see. I want to give you guys shout outs. Check out Daywave's about to go live, or they're live, but I want to give you guys some shout outs. Really appreciate you guys for tuning in the first week of season 2. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Comment. I'm about to give you some guys some shout outs. Shout out to Oscar Blue. Shout out to New Orleans Saints Nuzhard. Shout out to New Orleans. Shout out to Mysterious. Shout out to BB. Shout out to Glenda Murphy. Shout out to Lou and Petties. Shout out to BB. Shout out to Slander Bob. Shout out to Irrational Times. Thank you. Check out Irrational Times. Link in the description. Shout out to Cheeseburger. Shout out to Danny Real Jr. Freedom. Shout out to Oscar Blue. Thank you for the coffees. I appreciate that. Shout out to BB. Shout out to Mysterious. Shout out to famous YouTuber. Shout out to 12 Pack. Man Cave. Downtown, it gets kind of hot. Woo! I'll be singing this in the shower. I'm at the man cave. Right now they're bound. Damn. Irrational Time knows how to hook them, man. Shout out to New Orleans. Shout out to Glenda Murphy. Shout out to Nadia Martinez. Shout out to Cheeseburger. Shout out to Tamale Harris. Shout out to Nadia Martinez. Shout out to CK Benzona. Shout out to Super Spurg. Shout out to Kyle White. Shout out to 12 Pack. Shout out to BB. Shout out to Mysterious. Shout out to famous YouTuber. Shout out to Glenda Murphy. Shout out to BB. Shout out to Cheeseburger. Shout out to Mysterious. Shout out to Josephine Lopez. That's right. Shout out to famous YouTuber. Shout out to BB. Shout out to CK Benzona. The Man Cave. It gets kind of hot. Shout out to Glenda Murphy. The Man Cave. Shout out to Italian Spider-Man's blown out chili ring. Shout out to Nadia Martinez. Shout out to Josephine Lopez. Live in the morning. Shout out to CK Benzona. Shout out to BB. Shout out to Lucky Larry. Shout out to Swami Mommy. Another day.
So much time wasted away.
A man cave.
A real
man like legal Latino. Yeah, like
Eagle Knievel.
Woo, that best part of the song. Shout out to did I get everybody? I don't see the old comments. So off the top of my head, shout out to Mysterious, shout out to Blues Dolls, shout out to Andrew Audio, shout out to Irrational Time, shout out to Lovely Assistant, shout out to Swale, shout out to T-Moose, shout out to Hobo Chili Recipe, shout out to Roots Calhoun, shout out to T-Moose, shout out to Tamale Harris, shout out to then I got everybody. Shout out to Julio Esparza, shout out to Dave Palucci, shout out to Boca Bradley, shout out to Lou and Petty, shout out to Oscar L. Blue, shout out to Real Anthony Aguero, shout out to Nino America, shout out to Jose Quinones, thank you for stopping by earlier. Shout out to Andrew Audio, shout out to Rocket Man, Rocky Matrix, shout out to the Redacted Computer. See, the more you comment, ladies and gentlemen, the more I remember. So I encourage people to comment. I appreciate that. Thank you. Shout out to Oscar Blue. Thank you for the coffees. Shout out to my dog Black Dogs Matter. Appreciate that, ladies and gentlemen. The guy with the shout out to Slander Bob. Shout out to Glenda Murphy. Shout out to Josephine Lopez. That's right. I hope I got everybody. Check out Dayway's live. Check out JJ Stoner, Revenge's Assist. Go check out Oscar L. Blue. Go check out Nino America. Go check out the Lil Bradley Show. Go check those guys out on YouTube. Once again, rest in peace, Kirsten W, Kirsten Weldon, rest in peace. Check out my live stream from yesterday. And Pigeon, after the time of mourning is done, you'll see Pigeon. Catch you guys on another stream over the weekend. We'll see. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great weekend. Have a great productive way. God willing, I'll be back again live Monday morning, same time, 7:30 a.m. Central, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Have a good weekend, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy. Take care. At